At only 21 years old, he's set with this amount. Welcome back to Finances Made Easy. I really want to go into detail about how much value an IUL has just on cash value. Now, last video I talked about how the $300 goes into investments, but we didn't actually go into the growth of how much it can actually produce over time. So in the first 3 years, we had to pay the initial fees, right? We still have the guaranteed coverage of $580,000. Then we increased to 500 to increase the cap of the IUL. And then after those years, you have an amount you can pull out every you want, but I recommend not to, is $14,448. And then your coverage goes to $599,000. And then we go to 800, because then at that time you're making a lot more money, right? And just after 4 years, when you're only 30 years old, you have $58,141 to put away to the side. And you have coverage of $643,000. Now, let's jump 10 years, paying that same initial $500, you have an amount of $220,000 that with an initial coverage of $730,000, just only at the age of 40 years old. Now think about it for a second. What would you do with that kind of money if you had it right now? What would you do at 40 years old, funding your business, buying that dream home, building it, right? Let's go a little farther. 10 more years when you're only 50 years old. You have $540,175 of coverage, $999,000. And then we hit retirement. 60 years old. We have an amount surrender cash value of $1.146 million. And then a guaranteed coverage of $1.49 million. With this retirement set, you can pay yourself $125,000 for the rest of your life. Now think about it for a second. Just by doing this small investment so early on, and you can do it at your own comfortability, you can adjust it over the years depending on what happens, you're going to set not only yourself up, but your family for life.